What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another interesting episode of the Deconstructing Topic Podcast. And my name is David, and I'm your legendary host of this legendary podcast, the Deconstructing Topic Podcast, where we talk about a little bit of everything, a little bit of all. We're talking about a little bit of all. We're talking about culture, politics, philosophy, and everything in between. And today, we get a little bit of motivation, a little bit of something. And just coming off the gym, I'm feeling good. And when I do the gym workout, do my thing, I wake up early. I'm like these roosters that they got in my island of Puerto Rico, 4 o'clock in the morning. Kuru. That's what they do in the morning. And that's how I'm feeling, like this Puerto Rican rooster, doing my thing in the morning. Just sending that love out there. You already know, hit that like. Subscribe, share this information, talk to me, reach out through my links, all that good stuff. But today, one of the beautiful messages that I got to tell people, and I told a couple of people today, where I was working out in my beautiful gym with my brothers and sisters and everybody in between, is that when somebody asks you how you're doing, just tell them, I'm doing legendary. And that's how I'm feeling. And that's is how you should be feeling. Because a lot of times in life, what's going to happen is this. And I tell people, sometimes there are times that we're going to wake up and we're going to say, yo, great things will happen. Good things will happen. Legendary things will happen. And we're going to feel good and we're going to wake up. We're going to do our best. We're going to do this. We're going to be grateful. We're going to be thankful for this, that, all that. We're going to do all that. But you know what? Life is crazy. Because sadly, sometimes, and many times, something bad happens. And sometimes we got to embrace that bad thing that's going to happen. So that's why we just got to say, whenever you're feeling good, or whenever somebody asks you how you're doing, you're feeling legendary. Because a lot of times, myself personally, I'm doing great even if I'm not. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm doing great even if I'm not doing good. And trust me, a lot of times people be like, hey, listen, wow, I like your energy. I like all that. I like the vibe, just like you're listening to right now. Right now, people that are listening to, whether it's the first time, second time, 30th time, 50th time, people that know me personally, the personal level, people that don't know me, people that will get to know me, they're going to be like, yo, this vibe, I'm feeling this, dude. I needed this podcast. This is what I'm talking about. But sometimes your boy, Deconstructing Topic, sometimes we go through that little hard emotional thing going on because there's a lot of things that I'm trying to do with so much time, so much money, all that good stuff, trying to do my content, trying to spread that love, whether it's in the realm of videos out there in the podcast. Sometimes it takes a toll. And there's that voice that's on your head that says, hey, you can't, bro. Just give up, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that voice sometimes sounds like a Mexican. Hey, vato, you can't do that, Holmes. Come on, órale, you can't. But sometimes I just say to myself, I can. I know I will. I'm sure that I will, and I am going to do it because I already did it. And I want people out there that's listening to, that's got that little voice in your head that just try to say, come on, stop it. You can't do it. Throw the white towel. You can't. Whatever the case, fight that little voice. Whether it's little, big, whatever the case, just fight it. Make it happen. Feel legendary. Because there's a lot of people out there that are in a position that is doing great. But there's a lot of people that's going to feed off that energy. And trust me, I told people it's going to be something collectively that's going to happen at once and for all. We got to make things happen. Sometimes you have to unplug yourself from the news. You already know what's going on in the news. That's another different topic, a little different podcast. Let's go. We're talking a little bit of all, You get excited with the news. You get down with the news. Your feelings shift. But trust me, once you unplug yourself from all that good stuff, now don't unplug yourself from me. Hell, yo, chill. Don't do that. Listen to it all. And I tell people, if I do a 5-minute podcast, listen to the whole 5 minutes. If I do 10, do 5, and then do the other 5 later. If I do 15, listen to the whole 15. If I do 20, do 10 now and 10 later. I'm on a payment plan here. That's why my podcast, sometimes if I go along, do a payment plan. Listen to the whole thing. You got to, like a payment plan. You got to pay the whole thing. Don't unplug yourself from me. Because I could be that voice that's going to navigate you and help you to get where you're going to get. It used to be like, whether it's a cartoon, TV shows, I think TV, you know how people put the letter L on their forehead, loser. Nah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to say legendary. Going to put 2 L's, legendary. Because trust me, and I'll tell you a little story. I remember a long time ago, I used to do these food drives, toy drives, whatever drive except a drive-by. Never did one of those, I think. Knock on wood. And there was a lot of people from my neighborhood. This was in the hood. My beautiful black kids, Puerto Rican kids there, Mexicans, all that. And I was helping them, feeding them. And a lot of them did not have a positive male figure. Whether their father was not there, they had uncles, whatever the case might be. And it's a beautiful thing that they do have women and praise and love to women that's out there, single, doing their thing. Woo, let's go. But sometimes when you're raising a kid, especially a boy, sometimes you need a positive male figure. Even if you want to say, well, they don't need it, or let's just say you kind of detach yourself from that. If you decided, you know what, my kids need a positive male figure. Hey, listen, celebrities, politicians, whatever that's out there, I'm here. And to see the faces of so many kids, to be like, wow. Now, I think some couple of little kids there say, hey, mommy, is that my daddy? But what I'm saying is that there's a lot of things that we could do because there's a lot of people that need help. And they need help because they might have been in situations different than us. And trust me, I've been there before. And it's always that thing to give back. What they give back. Pay it forward. And feel legendary. Because I want people after this podcast, when anytime somebody asks you how I'm feeling, how I'm doing, what are you going to tell them? I'm feeling legendary. Because that's the only thing that's going to happen that's going to make you, you. That's one of the reasons I created this podcast. Is to just, my motto once again, saving a mind is saving a life. That's another L right there. Boom. Woo. And when we do these things where we wake up and you feeling down and if you listen to this podcast and you're saying to yourself, man, this happened, man, trust me, a lot of bad things going to happen. That's life. Woo. That's what the people say. Wow. Okay, Frank Sinatra. That's definitely life out there. But man, we have to, if you know that you're losing control and there's that voice that's telling you, shut that voice off, put my voice in. Put that voice in you to feel legendary. So I want people to kind of adopt that mentality or something. And once again, I don't want people to, stray away from waking up, being thankful for the people that's in your life, that's been there for you when you needed the most, being thankful for everything, your job, your situation, your family, whatever. Hey, but just grab that little voice that's inside of you. Let's shut the negative one and let's bring a positive one. And let's rename that one legendary. That's your legendary voice inside of you that's telling you you're a legend. Because sometimes they say you're a legend in your own mind, but you know what? It's a legend in your own soul and a legend in your own heart. And you're going to tell people not why you feel that way, but you're going to show people. That's the next step, is that just don't put yourself, or I take it back. Don't just shower yourself to make yourself feel legendary. Do something legendary. And do it now as we speak, as you're listening to this podcast. Because even listening to this podcast, that's the first step of feeling legendary. As I'm doing this podcast, and I love you all, those who listen to me, those who I love in the gym. I got like a little fan club going on there. They're probably going nuts. Oh my God, here comes David, man. No, they don't do that. But a lot of times when I'm going to practice my podcast, I like to share some of my views, my opinions, how I feel with those wonderful people at the gym. Shout out to all of them. and then I go to my beautiful job, and I also do the same thing. And shout out to those beautiful people. But as I'm doing this recording this podcast, I am doing this because I'm feeling legendary, and I am doing something legendary. So let's make it happen together. Once again, feel free to share, comment, all that. Let's wake up. Let's get this party started. Because we got to make it happen together. Much love out there to everybody. You already know. One final time. If they ask you how you doing, what are you going to say? Legendary. Let's make it happen. I'm out. Peace.